And for those of you who can stand, please stand. If you are not able to stand, then you're allowed to sit. And remember, you're on camera. So watch what you do, because the world is watching. So don't pick in your nose, Watch that. Because they will be seeing you in Pakistan, and India, and in Jamaica, and wherever your friends are. So good evening. You'll hear more from me later. But let's ask the Reverend she's going to do the national anthem for us. And there's an American flag to your right. So it would be nice if you pay tribute to it. Just look to your right, if you can see the flag, as she sings the national anthem. It's to my left, to your right. Some of you. I was looking at the inductees.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and markets rattling, the bombs bursting evening, give proof to the fight that our flag was still there. Oh, say doth that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Keep standing right there as we invite the Reverend Egan Bowell to come give us the invocation. Come. You can come to the microphone in front.
So you hold this one? There's the microphone. Beloved, as you're able, I invite you into a time of prayer. Gracious God, a few of our children are gathered in this place to give thanks, to show thanks, and to celebrate with thanksgiving. God, we thank you for life, for liberty, and for love. You have brought us a mighty long way, and you have showed this great organization, you have showered them with 43 innings. If it had not been for you on their side, where would there be? God, we thank you for all those gathered here. We take this moment of celebration. God, we ask that the passion that we have for the sport and the passion we have, oh God, that it would flow into the lives of our friends and family. Take the hours of training, dedication, and commitment to excellence. God, bring this organization to a place where there's joy and inspiration. We thank you for every officer, every supporter, every nominee, every awardee. And as this organization continues its great work, may it grow from strength to strength. God, as we sit at these tables tonight, may you enthuse our conversation. May we be able to look in each other's face and see the face of a child of God. Bless what is said and done here. And even for the meal that we will have, God, bless it to our bodies. When we would have left here, we would say, it was good to be here. And we pray this in the name of your Son, Jesus the Christ, who is mighty, who is miraculous, and who is able to save. God's children affirm. Amen? Amen. Amen.
Before you sit, please stay there. We're going to do a little different this year. Tonight is not just the induction, but, you might have all seen for the last 43 years, those of you who have been coming. Some of you have been coming for 43 years, And we have our esteemed leader. Who is our leader? Let somebody shout it out. Mike Chambers. He's our esteemed leader. And he lost his mom, and we're going to be honoring her later tonight. But I want to just pay tribute to her in a moment of silence. That's all I'm going to do, because we have bigger tributes for her later. So while we're still standing here, we're just going to take 1 minute, a whole 60 seconds. See if you can stay still for 60 seconds as we pay respect to our fallen mom. Thank you very much. Please be seated. Hall of Famer Godfrey, take your seat. Find yourself a seat, my friend. All right. Good evening, everyone. I am Dr. James. They give me the title as the director of the Hall of Fame. And I am extremely honored to do this every year. As a matter of fact, I flew in, for those of you who don't know, I relocated to Jamaica. And I flew in last night just to do this because I think this is such an honorable thing to do every year, to honor folks who are worthy of being honored because of the work they're doing in cricket. And as I said, thank you very much. Somebody actually is awake. Thank you. All right. And the meal is going to be served, So here's what we do. We don't stop and break for dinner. While we're speaking, you'll be eating, and we continue throughout the night speaking. So, as I said, I have the honor of doing this every year. But our leader, Maq Chambers, the executive director of the Hall of Fame, I co-host this ceremony with him each year. And tonight, as I said, it's kind of a solemn night for him because not only is he mourning the loss of his mom, but he's also planning a funeral. Yet he's still directing the Hall of Fame. And he didn't skip a beat in making sure this function went on seamlessly like it have done for many years. And something I learned about Maq Chambers over the last 2 weeks, which is strange. I've known this guy, he's my brother. We call him my brother from another mother. So we have a close relationship. And I didn't know, to show how calm and this person is, he doesn't take much credit for anything. You would never know that he was one of the founding. I just found out that Maq Chambers is the founding father of the Hall of Fame. You would think I have known that for years. I only found that out 2 weeks ago. In an interview, I heard him on the radio in an interview. And he always talk about people like Al Chambers, Al Watson, and Hussein. Those are the founding fathers. But he never, ever, spoke about himself. So tonight, I want you all to really remember who the Hall of Fame came from, where it came from. And for those of you who have been coming here every year, it might sound repetitious, even self-serving, that each year I say the same thing, that we are and truly the first Cricket Hall of Fame in the world. So give us a round of applause. And Maq Chambers was one of those who founded it. So give a round of applause for Maq Chambers. And so I beg your indulgence tonight because I know I keep saying this every year about the Hall of Fame. And normally when I use my 5 minutes of fame here, this is all I get, 5 minutes to speak to you. I usually take my 5 minutes to thank the Hall of Fame committee, the folks who work tirelessly throughout the year to bring this ceremony. But tonight I'm going to pivot a little, and I'm going to ask my committee members to forgive me for not mentioning you much tonight. I'm going to pivot a little this year. And it might be controversial, but the Hall of Fame we have never been afraid of controversy. We are not afraid to put things out there to awake your thinking. And this is a year of election. This is a year of election. And so it's one of the most extraordinary elections of our time. It's very serious this year. And so I want everybody, and let me just preface what I'm going to say. I'm not in any way going to be declaring that the Hall of Fame supports any one person over the next. That's not what we are about. we're about awakening your consciousness and making you start think before you act. And for those of you who are from Connecticut, when I lived in Connecticut for all 30 years, if you recall the massacre that happened in Sandy Hook, those of you who remember, show your hands. Yes, I remember where I was sitting in my office at St. Mary's Hospital when it happened. 26 people got murdered by a mass killer. 20 of those were kids, our kids, 6 to 7-year-old kids. And we thought by then we would have awakened our consciousness to this situation. But just a month ago, for those of you, for anybody here, I know our friend, Hall of Famer from Atlanta. Anybody else from Atlanta in the house? Thank you. We just had the same situation happen again. That was 2012, and this is 2024. And we're still experiencing that because everybody is afraid. There are so many legislators who are afraid of dealing with the gun issues in this country. This is not what our kids, you don't want your kids to be growing up in this society. This is not what we want for our children. This is not the world I want my kids to be living here in the United States. And there's one other thing that I need to awaken your consciousness. 90% of every one of us in the house is either an immigrant or you're a product of an immigrant. Is anyone here who doesn't feel like they're a product of an immigrant in this house? Show your hand. So even though you might have been born here, you're a product of an immigrant. Right now, immigrants are being attacked. There are terms that are used to degrade us. This is where we have set our roots. We have built our family here, but yet now immigrants are attacked. So I'm again saying, I'm not in any way trying to tell you who to support. I wanted you for you to think, because the election is a few weeks from here, and it's the most consequential election in our time for this country. So think before you go out. Many of our leaders have died for the right to vote. Make sure we go out and vote. Make sure you vote, because if you don't, you have no way of complaining about anything that happens. So I am imploring everyone in the house tonight, go out and exercise your right. People have died for it. And do it wisely. Choose who you think supports your way of life. Choose who you know supports your way of life. I'm not telling you who to support, but you should know who supports your way of life. So thank you all. And I beg your indulgence tonight. We have 3.5 hours of people being honored tonight. So sit back, enjoy the meal, enjoy the occasion, and make sure we allow our inductees and our honorees to be honored tonight. Thank you very much. And
okay. Oh, it is on. All right. Well, all things properly done and in its place, right? Want to make sure. I had to check in with who's been directing us so far for the evening. But I would like to say welcome to Windsor, kind of Windsor Locks, but I'm here representing the small but mighty town of Windsor, Connecticut. Anybody from Windsor in the house? Oh, do better than that, Windsor. There you go. That sounds more like it. Thank you. Who said that? See, one of the honorees. Thank you. We are the first town established in the state of Connecticut. But I just wanted to say welcome to Windsor, Connecticut. We know that it's going to be an amazing evening. We know that we are here to celebrate and to also applaud all of the honorees, and for every cause that we are here just to lift up. So thank you for joining us for the 43rd Cricket Hall of Fame event. And please come back to Windsor. Come back to Windsor. There's a lot to do here, a lot to see here. But of course, I think the best thing is that in November of 2023, do you know what occurred in November of 2023 in Windsor, Connecticut? Who knows? I was elected the first Afro-Caribbean mayor of Windsor, Connecticut. And I am so excited about that. excited to represent all of you. So thank you for hanging out with us here in Windsor, Connecticut, and enjoy your evening. Don't go anywhere. He already told you you're going to need to be here for a few hours. So eat up, drink up, don't go anywhere. You need to be here. I'm talking to my table over there. Don't go anywhere, right? Table, say you're not going to go anywhere? Right here. Very good. So thank you so much and enjoy your evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. And it's a pleasure to be in your town. You know, it's beautiful. I mean, we see great things happening here at the airport, so good for me, for Windsor. All right. And the mayor said it, you know, you can't leave. You know, so maybe we should have kept the meal for the last thing at the end of the night. Nobody even smile about that. All right. Because we know people always stay for the food, you know. So anyhow, we are continue eating here while we are going to be going through our program. And each year, what we do here at the Hall of Fame is that we try, lest we forget the people who we have lost in a year. Every year, we give you an opportunity. If you're in the house and you had lost a loved one this year, we spoke earlier on around Michael and his family, and I said we're going to be honoring his mom tonight. But we're going to invite you, if you have lost someone this year, to come up. And we have candles here, and you're invited to come and light a candle for your loved one. And we have, Pauline, how many candles do we have? Enough. Yeah, Pauline said we have enough candles. So if you have lost a loved one, feel free to come on up and light a candle in their honor. And I will even, if you want to name who your loved one is, feel free, we'll give you the mic. What name you?
Israel. Yeah. My mom is Linda Merle Heaven.
Cousin. This is for my cousin, the president's niece. We just lost her.
From our nephew Nathan, Pauline.
Florence Bennett, from my husband David Bennett.
My mother, Gloria Chambers.
My son, Michael Folks.
Anyone else? We're not going to ask you to give a speech. All you have to do is come and light a candle for your loved one if you lost someone this year. We still have 7 candles here.
My sister, Yvette. Thank you.
We light a candle for our dad who passed away last year.
That's fine. No, I hold it this way. That is. Take it.
Rishi Ramutar Singh, lighting a candle for my uncle Devnarayan Mohan and my aunt Kamla Ragbear.
We'll allow you still have 4 candles to light. So if you had someone last year, we will allow you to come light a candle. Still have 4 candles. I can only hold this flame for so long, you know.
You have the patience, brother. You know that. Old New Britain. John, you from New Britain. You play league cricket in New Britain, Connecticut.
Come on, Mr. Sewell.
My sister Winifred Sewell and Jennifer Sewell.
And I will light a candle for Hall of Famer Alcius Watson. He's a Hall of Famer from the New Britain Social Club who we lost this year.
My mother-in-law, Maslin Powell.
We have 1 candle left. Somebody got to take this one. You got to have somebody who you might have. I know you lost someone, Kim, so you come on last year.
This is for a client who was shot a month ago in her home, and for my nephew who drowned over the summer, and for our distinguished Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee from Houston. And thank you.
Congresswoman, let's give it up for the Congresswoman.
My brother, Steve Forbes.
All right. I think this one belongs to you, Mr. Sewell. It's important that we do this every year because, you know, sometimes we take, when we lose others, after a while, we know the pain goes away, but the memories remain. So we want you to give you a chance to honor those that you lost.
And gentlemen, it's a pleasure to be here celebrating the Cricket Hall of Fame 43rd anniversary. I'd like to say congratulations to the inductees 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, you'll hear further from me as the evening goes by. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam President. And just in case, again, I keep reminding, it's the Sportsman's Athletic Club that started the Hall of Fame, and they're still supporting, with their resources, the Hall of Fame tonight. So let's give it up again for Sportsman's Athletic Club. And there's a gentleman over here who last year, we actually inducted last year, and it was because of his vision. He was one of the presidents of the Cricket Hall of Fame, the Sportsman's Athletic Club. And for a few years, about 2 to 3, 5 years, the Hall of Fame went dormant. And it was his vision as the president of Sportsman's Athletic Club that revived the Hall of Fame. He called up Jocelyn Chambers, God rest in, may his soul rest in peace. And he called Mike Chambers and said, and he said me too. They just called me and said, come. And I came. And we have been doing this continuously since then. So thank you for your vision and your persistence and your encouragement to get the Hall of Fame running again.
You're welcome, sir.
Say hi to the...
Good evening, everyone. I had the idea and the vision, but it was Mr. Chambers, Jocelyn Chance, Staffy Walker, Dalton James, and Errol Archer. And I'm sorry I started calling names because there are some names that I can't remember right now, but I had the idea and the vision. They did the job. And I'm so proud to be here with you guys. And it's me, I'm right here. I'm so proud of you guys and proud of the work that these people have done over the years. And I'm happy to see what's going on and hope that long after I have gone, this thing will continue. Mr. Chambers, we mourn with you on the loss of your mother. Thank you.
Thank you. That's Mr. Junior Miller, past president of the Sportsman's Athletic Club. And if you are the president, you're also the president of the Hall of Fame. You know I'm going to come to you. Because, I know the people who I know, in this house. And I know you're just chopping at the bit of just saying hi to the crowd. He's a past president of the West Indian Social Club and also a past president of the Police Association. Is that correct? A member.
Yeah.
All right, so say hi to the crowd for me tonight.
Okay. Well, first of all, congratulations on your 43rd year Cricket Hall of Fame. And this is a fantastic showing of what people, when they come together, organizations come together, what we could do. I am going to also use this platform, though, to let everyone know that November 16th will be the inaugural flight for Avelo Airlines from Bradley International Airport directly to Jamaica. I know that we were waiting for it again because Spirit jumped overboard. But the constant meetings that I've had, the constant push that I've had, the support that I've had, as a matter of fact, one of the inductees, Attorney Sidney Shulman, former Bloomfield mayor, who is the legal advisor for the Caribbean Trade Council, which I'm the founder and president, it's individuals like Attorney Shulman that give us time, as well as everyone else here, that give their time to make things successful within our region. Okay? So, November 16th, inaugural flight, and whoever is here in Hartford, November 15th, mark that date, there will be a reception with a very, very high official that will be visiting Hartford to be on that flight. Okay? Thank you. Have a great night.
Thank you, my friend. All right, while you're eating, I know I didn't spend much time tonight trying to educate you about the Hall of Fame and the history, because I said tonight I wanted to pivot because of the fact that it's an election year, so I wanted to awake your consciousness. But on your table, you would have seen 2 cue cards for those of you who are very technologically savvy, you know, the millennials and those after. You know, we old folks, you know, we still like to read books and write. And so there are 4 souvenir booklets on the table. Don't fight for them. Whoever gets them first can keep it. But there's also some cue cards on your table. So if you take your phone and you scan the cue card, you will have access to the booklet. Not only 2024, you get 2023 also. So if you were here last year, you get a chance to see yourself and read about what happened last year. And if you want to keep something for this year, you have the 2024. So there are 2 cue cards on your table, so feel free to scan them and learn about the induction ceremony for 2023 and this year, 2024. All right, I want to go to a table that is here for the first time because you are here representing one of the honorees. Show your hand, and anybody, and I will come over, you can say greetings on behalf of your honoree.
Greetings on behalf of my niece, Miss Pauline Davis. Let me hear a hand from the table. A well-earned award tonight for all her hard work and contribution to the Caribbean community in Hartford, and particularly to the CHOF, the Cricket Hall of Fame. Congrats, Pauline. We are so proud of you. We love you.
All right. The point is that she wasn't supposed to steal my thunder, you know, because Pauline is one of those people who are dear to us. Pauline was there when I started, when Junior called and said, asked us to get the Hall of Fame back and running. Pauline was there. And many have come and left. Many came and left, and Pauline is still there. Now Pauline is the treasurer. So let's give it up for Pauline, and we're going to hear more about Pauline later on.
Good night. We would like to congratulate all the honorees tonight, and we are here on behalf of Lincoln Harrichuran, and we are from the South Florida Trinidadian community, and we are here to represent for him tonight for his accomplishments. And we are so proud of you, and we love you.
Thank you very much. And you know, as I said, just wave, show me your hand if you want to honor someone on the table.
Hello, good evening. I would like to congratulate all the honorees. Mike and I have known each other for many years, and he has invited me to this event, but for some reason I haven't been able to make it. But I'm glad this year they decided to honor my friend and my mentor, attorney Sid Schumann, that called me and said that he wanted me to attend. But Mike, on behalf of Bloomfield, especially our North Central Masters in Bloomfield, and some of my friends, my wife is here, thank you for hosting this event for many years. I am totally sorry I never had the opportunity to come, but thank you.
Thank you so much. And Kim is on the other side of the room because we want to make sure we give equal opportunity. So we'll let Kim take someone on that side, and then we'll come back on this side.
Thank you. My name is Audley Watson, and I'm here on behalf of Mr. Leon Francis and Mr. Dennis Heat. And we've been doing the cricket show for 14 years now on Sundays, 6 to 9 p.m. on blogtalkradio.com. You can listen on Sundays, blogtalkradio.com, the cricket show, 515-605-9850. Call in. And congratulations to you, gentlemen. God bless.
Thank you on that side. And I see a hand over there. Kim, can you take that hand?
This gentleman.
You have to stand up. Stand up, stand up.
Good evening. My name is Lincoln LeBlanc. Unlike my friend who
destroyed my name earlier today, but that's okay. I am here as part of New Haven Masters and also my former club, West Indian Alliance, and we're here for Mr. Peter Jolly. Those of you who know this man, he's been working tirelessly for years in this cricket business, so I'm finally happy that he's getting his day. Thank you.
Yeah, Peter! We got one over here, Kim.
Greetings from Trinidad and the wonderful world of Connecticut. Lucky Table number 7 is here representing Grace Carrington. Outside from the wonderful world of Trinidad, I myself flew all the way from Atlanta. I couldn't miss this. I didn't want to miss it. What you want?
All right, see, I have this thing for umpires, because God bless his soul, Josh Guthrie, He's a Hall of Famer and a founder of the Hall of Fame, and he gave me out at 97. Caught behind when the ball hit my shoulder, not the bat. So there are a few things I remember in cricket, and that was one of the things. Get it? Those of you who play cricket in the house, big cricket, show your hand. You played, yeah. Getting out at 97, it's hard to get to 100, I have played cricket from I was 12-year-old until I still play some masters now. And to someone to give you out at 97, I went and I run down to Josh Guthrie and said, Josh, see the red mark on my shoulder? And Josh still put up his finger. So I have this thing for umpire, but Grace, you never give me out. So even though I joked with you earlier on, you didn't give me out. All right, so give it up for Grace Carrington, our umpire, ladies umpire in the house, being inducted tonight.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Shadi Khan. I'm from New York. My friend Peter Jolly, I want to congratulate him for being a member of the Hall of Famer. I've been a Hall of Famer for quite some time, and this gentleman has been doing so much work when it comes down to cricket. He formed the Masters League, which gives us a chance at 55, at 75, still playing cricket. Thank you, Peter Jolly.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Rishi Ramutar Singh, and I'm here to represent table number 3 to congratulate my amazing cousin, Mr. Sudesh Jagesa, on his one of many accomplishments. I am being your your older cousin. So proud of you, and hope you continue to grow. Thank you so much. Good night, everyone.
Thank you. Here's one of the things why we do this, and you might wonder why we do this, because we don't take you for granted. Without your support here, these honorees would not be honored, because every penny that you spend here tonight, and we're going to be asking you to donate tonight, you just don't come in here and get away like that, We're going to be asking you to get in your pocket. And if you want to donate to the Hall of Fame, because what you give here tonight, the ticket you paid for, is what runs this Hall of Fame. We have no sponsors. We have Maq Qureshi in the house. Where's Mr. Qureshi? Here's Maq. He's one of our sponsors. Every year, Maq, sponsors this Hall of Fame to the best of his ability. We have Naeem, one of the honorees tonight. We have Mahadio. Mahadio, where are you, my friend? There's Mahadio in the house. So these are folks who continue to help us. But it's your small donation. You can tell I'm a behind-the-closet politician. Your small donations that help us to run this function. So we don't take you for granted. That's why we're giving you an opportunity to say a few words and to honor the people you're here to support tonight. I see one of my friend over there, Curtis Clark, is waving, so.
Not only does my uncle dedicate most of his life right now to cricket, but he's also one of the top cancer research scientists for the states of California. So, in addition to my uncle writing white papers and giving seminars and doing all this cancer research stuff, and trust me, as a child, it was kind of annoying because it's like, princess, don't eat that, and princess, more vegetables, and princess. And I'm like, okay, uncle. But he never really spoke about cricket, but that is his heart, and I can tell. And we just want to say congratulations. We love you, and it's an honor to be related to you. We love you. Thank you.
All right, we might get back to a few of you later on if there's still someone, because we just wanted to give you an opportunity, but we're going to move the program along, and I'm going to turn over, as I said, to my co-host, the Executive Director for the Cricket Hall of Fame, Mr. Michael Chambers. Come on.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Cricket Hall of Fame, I want to thank you all for spending the evening with us tonight. We are honoring a group of individuals who've done a lot for the development and the growth of cricket in the United States of America. But tonight, I'm a little saddened. If you see me wearing a button, I've lost my best friend. My mom, she passed away September 14th. And I had the pleasure of taking her across, sending her across to the other side, you know. I was there holding her hands while she was losing breath. And you know, most of you know that we are at the Hall of Fame, we are teaching conscious, deep breathing. And Mom taught me what that meant when she was passing away. When she inhaled and then she exhaled. And that was the end. But tonight I am here because she was one of the persons. I might look like I did a whole lot for the Hall of Fame, but when we started, she wrote all the position papers. She did all the research. She wrote all the speeches that I used to give. She came to every Hall of Fame function. Right now, my sister in Florida is laying in the bed where she was watching the program, because if Mom was alive, she would have been right there watching the live streaming. And the live streaming all started when Maq Tv introduced live streaming to the Hall of Fame, and he has been streaming ever since. So, Mr. Qureshi, thank you for the live streaming, because while Mom was in Florida, she never missed one of the programs. So, Dr. James told you that we are going to be doing some begging. Let me open up with this one. At the repass in Florida last Friday, a number of our students got together and they said they wanted a scholarship program for my mom. So at the repass, they raised $1,000 for the fund. So the Gloria Chamber Scholarship Fund, it's going to a little school down in Tollgate where my father and my mother, one was principal, one was vice principal, and they built that community, Tollgate, Clarendon. So we're doing a scholarship fund. So Florida started, and then I told Reverend Austin, he was always present at these functions, but he's not doing very well. He's recuperating. Is Pauline outside? So the Reverend called me up, Pauline Davis. The Reverend called up and he said, Pauline, the Reverend said, I am going to donate $200 to the scholarship fund, and he's going to do it on behalf of Pauline Davis, who is a member of his church. So tonight I'm telling you that Reverend Austin gave us $200 on your behalf for the Chamber Scholarship Fund. All right? To the Chamber Scholarship Fund. That's what he said. Good, you're good. Now, I'm going to open it up. So we have $200. I'm going to make this quick. I'm asking for 8 persons to bring me $100 each for the school. All I want to raise tonight is $1,000. You have one? No, you got to bring it, not word of mouth. Not an IOU. Anybody? Come on up, bring it up, bring it up. On behalf of your uncle.
On behalf of my Uncle Dennis.
Okay, put it right here, but you got to get a piece of paper. Put it right here. 1, 2. Oh boy. 3. Sister Joy, you're watching on TV? Right here. All right.
There you go. Chambers?
Yes. Yes, sir. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's all we were looking for. 9. Oh, Jesus. 10. 11. A check will work. Now, the reason why I asked for $100 bills, my mom loved $100 bills. And you know, it's funny because I came here first. More coming, oh Jesus. I came to the US in '68 to visit. She brought me here. We were in New York. And then we came to Hartford to visit her uncle, or her brother, my uncle. And there was a cricket match in Keene Park the Sunday. So I was at a dance at Sportsman's Club. My uncle was bragging how good a bowler I was. The fellows were drinking. Sunday morning I heard a knock on my door, and it was the captain from Sportsman's. He said to me, "Your uncle said you're a great cricketer. The team is drunk. Can you substitute?" Well, I loved cricket. I was coming off a disappointment because when they picked the first under-19 cricket team from Jamaica to go to Barbados, it didn't make it. And so I couldn't make it. They took the better Chambers, team sitting over there, on the team. You remember that team, sir? Going to Barbados, under 19. I didn't make it. I came to the US, I was so distraught. My mom says, "Let's go look for your cousins." So I came up here. I ended up playing for Sportsman's that Sunday morning. I fell, take it whichever way you want to take it, I fell in love with the fellows. How they drank, how they ate in the park. And it was the cuss words that turned me on, because coming from Jamaica, I could not use any kind of a swear word. I would, you understand? So when I heard how freely this thing was, and I asked my mom if I could stay with my uncle, and she said yes. So I ended up staying in Hartford from '68, and ladies and gentlemen, I am still here. And I was able to bring all the family members up. So I don't know if that's a blessing. I don't know if I'm happy I'm here, but I am enjoying being here. You know, like nights like tonight, when I look out at the audience and see you guys, it makes my heart feel good, you know. And my minister sang the national anthem, and I've been asking her if I could be her manager, and she has not given me an answer yet. And I was so proud of Brother Bovell, you know, the minister again. And there are two Methodist ministers, and I know I have in the house consulate from New York, Barbados. Is she here? The Consul General from Barbados. Yes, she's here. I know she's here. Miss Lodi? Yes, Miss Lodi, it's your time. So if the window closed, you finish. So, what I'm going to tell you now, I am going to bring you up because I'm hearing that you brought a citation for Dr. Bovell. Right? So I want you to do it now. Well, you know, so Brother Bovell, you just come forward. We have some very special persons, and all of you are special to us tonight. So we're going to expose how great our community is. And then I know the mayor of Windsor, she declared today Hall of Fame Day in Windsor, so we're going to ask you once. So we want you to make this presentation. No, we might drop that in. We might drop that in the collection tomorrow to see if it will grow. You know, when you plant seeds, your time.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Consulate General of Barbados at New York, I'm so happy to be here. My name is Linda Watson Lord, and I'm the Cultural Affairs Officer for the Government of Barbados at New York. We cover 11 states, and Connecticut is one of the states. So it's always a pleasure to join outside of New York, because I think some people think that we're just the Consulate of New York, but we're also the Consulate of Connecticut and 10 other states. On behalf of everybody, from my Prime Minister down, it's a great pleasure to be here to present this citation to the Reverend Senior Pastor Bovell, a Barbadian by birth, a Barbadian by everything else, an excellent Barbadian to know. Pastor Bovell is one of those people that I constantly call. I constantly call him to be involved in whatever the consulate is doing. And I must tell you, I've been trying to get him to be the preacher for one of our independent service for the last 3 years. But each time that I called, he was on a more important mission as a very special person than being a preacher. He was visiting his dad in Barbados to take care. And so I always felt, you know, I'll take second place to his dad, because this says that he is a precious son. And so thank you for all that you do for us as Barbadians in Connecticut. And so I want to present to you tonight this citation. I will read it. I might not read everything, but I'll just read some of it. It says, whereas the Reverend Senior Pastor Egan Bovell was born and raised on the island of Barbados, where he received Christ as Lord and Savior at an early age. It was the Whole Town Methodist Church, where he served in numerous capacities, all which nurtured him to become a future leader in the church. And whereas in the early 80s, he migrated to the USA to join his wife, where he transferred his membership to the First Methodist Church of Hartford. And by 1995, found a new home at Hartford North, where he is now the senior pastor at Bloomfield. Whereas Senior Pastor Bovell and his wife Felicia of 40 years are the parents of 3 children and grandparents of 3. He's passionate about worship. He's a prayer warrior who believes in helping individuals to encounter Jesus Christ in a personal way. And now, therefore, it's proclaimed that the Cricket Hall of Fame is pleased and proud to honor this fine example of a Barbadian clergyman for his commitment to the sports of cricket. And then it says, I, Lorenzo Hayward, Consul General of Barbados at New York, do hereby confer this proclamation, recognizing the recipient of the President Award 2024 at its induction ceremony. The Reverend Pastor Egan Bovell. As one Christian to another, I am proud of you. Jesus loves you.
I have 2 minutes. I just want to say thank you to all those. First of all, I want to recognize all the awardees and nominees on the stage. I'm honored to be in this mix. Thanks to all of you. I see so many friends and colleagues in this room, and I just want to say thank you for the journey. I just want to take a moment of privilege. In another 3 hours, I will have celebrated 40 years of marriage, and I'm not going to take this moment. Where's Felicia Bovell? In another 3 hours, October 6th, 40 years. Where is she? Stand up, we'll see you. Let me make sure you're still here. 40 years of marriage. Thank you. This is for you, baby. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So now we're going to ask the mayor of Windsor to bring us greetings. And I'm just to let you know, this is my niece who I am well pleased with.
Thank you, Uncle Mike. All right. Good evening again. And I am really excited to present this proclamation this evening. But first, I want to start by saying to everyone that Windsor, we have a rich history with cricket. And Windsor, Connecticut, my town councilors and I, and we also have Mr. Larry Jagan, who is a constable here in Windsor, Connecticut. Can we give him a round of applause? We are in the process of renovating our cricket fields. It's a $1.6 million project, and we are excited to be doing that here in Windsor because we believe in cricket, right? And so you all don't sound excited about that. You don't sound excited about that $1.6 million project right here in Windsor, Connecticut, because we believe in cricket, and we have so many folks that do come and play, and we're hoping to start that youth league, right? Right, Larry? You guys don't want to join us in creating a youth cricket league? So I heard a yes over here. Uncle Mike, I heard a yes over here for a youth cricket league. Can we do that? Okay. So here it goes. Whereas the Cricket Hall of Fame is an attraction located in Hartford, Connecticut, and it's the first international Cricket Hall of Fame in the world. Cricket Hall of Fame is a nonprofit organization dedicated to cost-sharing development of meaningful support for heroes, honorees, and inductees who have contributed to the game of cricket over the years. From maintaining the grounds to advancing trusted community engagement and quality of life development activities that their communities view as important and sustainable. The Cricket Hall of Fame hosts an annual induction ceremony on the first Saturday of October every year, drawing inductees from around the world. Inductees are selected for two categories, players of distinction or someone who has done something to advance the sport of cricket. So now, therefore, be it proclaimed that the mayor of the town of Windsor hereby recognizes and proclaims that October 5th, 2024 as the Cricket Hall of Fame Day in the town of Windsor, Connecticut. This is signed by Nichette Black-Burke, Mayor of Windsor, on October 5th, 2024. And I just want to say congratulations to all of our honorees, all of the inductees. And again, we are here in Windsor supporting cricket. When the fields are done, I am sure I'll partner with my dear Uncle Mike to celebrate that. And we are looking to really get started with a youth cricket league. So we crave your support and thank you. And today is Cricket Hall of Fame Day in Windsor, Connecticut. Thank you.
Testing. Thank you very much, Madam Mayor. It's always nice to have a niece who is a mayor, you know. And then we also have a special award. Now this gentleman is going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. He doesn't play cricket. The first time we said cricket, he asked me if it was the little bug that jumped in it. So I said, no, Mr. Mayor. But here is what gave him the privilege of becoming a Hall of Famer. He has been attending every Hall of Fame function for the last 15 years. He has been to everyone. If he comes late, he's coming and he will call to say, I'm going to be late. So if he shows up at 1 o'clock, 15 minutes before we end, he still gets to speak and he gets the credit. Now he was supposed to have been inducted a number of years ago, but he lost the election by 1 vote. You remember that, sir? And if he had won the election that year and became the mayor again, he would have been inducted then. So we had to do another 4 years of coming to the Hall of Fame functions. So now you're in, sir. So I'm going to ask Madam Mayor Suzette de Beaton Brown to come and make a presentation to the Honorable Sid Shulman. So if you would just come forward and you want to you can come on. Give some.
Yes. So that year he did not lose the election to me, so it wasn't my fault.
No, it wasn't you.
Okay. It does give me great pleasure, however, to stand here on behalf of the best town in the state of Connecticut, Bloomfield. Woo, woo, woo! That's it, right? That's it. So, Sid, you are one of our shining stars in Bloomfield. You helped to make Bloomfield all that it is and all that it has been. Good morning, Sid. So we're going to present him a swag bag. I want you to have that. There's some goodies in there for you. Sidney Shulman, today we gather to honor you, whose unwavering dedication and passion for the game of cricket have profoundly impacted our sport and its community. As a stalwart supporter, Sid has exemplified what it means to advocate for cricket, inspiring players and fans alike. Sid has tirelessly championed the game, contributing not only through his enthusiastic support, but also through his guidance and consultation to the Cricket Hall leadership. His commitment to fostering the growth of cricket has enriched our sports and nurtured a love for the game. Sid, we thank you. We thank you for showing up. No matter what time you show up, we thank you for showing up.
Am I usually late?
No. Well, according to Mr. Chambers, we thank you for everything that you do, not just for the Cricket Hall, but for our community. Your dedication is very much seen and very much appreciated. On behalf of the town of Bloomfield, along with the Bloomfield Town Council, congratulations on your induction into the Cricket Hall of Fame. To attorney Sidney Shulman, one of Bloomfield's best. Congratulations. Oh, hold it. Woohoo!
Good. Oh, Bloomfield. Good.
Uncle Mike. Sir?
Thank you so much. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are not going any further without we put on our blazers, because you're not looking like honorees. So we are going, some of you have on your ties. That is beautiful. So you didn't get a tie? Okay, we have to get you a Hall of Fame tie. Well, you don't get one because you are representing. So as we call your names, you come forward, and the person who has been designated to put the blazer on, the jacket on, we're going to ask you to come forward. And 3 persons will be getting their rings, so we will do the ring ceremony at the same time.
Courtney Daly.
Who's putting on your blazer? Who's putting on your blazer? His wife, Courtney's wife, please.
Come on. A jacket or something.
Just go front so that I can view. Yeah.
Greece.
Grace Carrington, who's doing your Grace Carrington, who's doing your jacket? Your daughter.
Andrew. Let's go golf. I know. You gotta go.
Peter Jolly. First lady. Who's doing it? I'm a love.
Yes, they're coming. Thank you. Emmeline and Sophia, can you come forward?
Lincoln, who's putting on your jacket? Leon Francis. God, you go sit down, man, and leave the thing, no, man. Make the thing run, no, man. Leon Francis. Mr. Francis, go out in the front for the photographs. Mr. Francis.
I'm so sorry. This morning I was like,
You know the petal now? Or she can't do that.
Naeem. So we're putting on the jackets now because going forward, we want all the pictures to have you guys in your jackets, right?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, sir. Who? Dennis Heath. The entire family can go up if you want to, you know, there is no restriction. Sudish.
Are you doing the ring now?
Yeah, we're doing the ring. We want to come in. Go? Mark. All right. sign. No.
Which one you want me to put on, the ring or who's going to put it? He wanted me to come and put on the show.
Hold this. Your size 11, right? And your size 10. And what will happen at this moment is Mr. Qureshi will now put the ring on Sudishi's finger. Who that? Who? Ali Akbar. Ali Akbar. And who's putting a ring on? Right here. Here's the jacket. So go out front so they can see.
She had a decent job.
So a siege.
That's the biggest one. That's what I say, big enough thing.
And Sid Schulman. Call her up. Tell her to come down. Who you want to put it on? Who you want to help you put the jacket on?
My grandson.
Call it, what's his name?
Christian.
Who?
Christian.
Christian, the grandson.
Oh, his grandson is going to do it.
We're
going to take it.
Oh, it's too much. They were not leaving me. Oh. Sorry. I'll go this way.
Put on his jacket. Right over here.
Your sit son?
We're going to ask everyone to get back to your seat. Once you've got your jacket, kind of make your way back to your seat. We still have a lot to get through, so make your way back to your seat, everyone. Thank you, gentlemen. We gotta move.
Okay, now.
We gotta move this along.
Yes.
We gotta move this along.
Come on, Mr. Naeem.
Come on, quickly.
Come to the front, please, please. Have your wife put your... Peter Samuels, please come up.
Could everyone over there please get back to your seat? We've got to move this program along. Come on. Thank you very much. Everyone is now received their jacket. We're gonna have four individuals who are gonna be given presidential award tonight, and I ask them to stand. The Reverend Egan Bovell, please stand. Miss Amma Love, please stand. Mr. Caswell Sewell from the Jamaica Progressive League. And our own, where's Pauline? Pauline Davis. Pauline. Hurry, come on down. Yeah, keep your jacket on. Just go on down in the same. Rev, where's Rev? Oh, okay. Pauline, where are you? Can someone grab Pauline from outside? She might be outside. Mr. Miller, Junior, right at the door, grab Pauline for me from the outside. Pauline Davis. Come on up, Pauline. Hold on, Madam President, just hold it. We're going to read one citation so you can all have a citation.
Give them more.
Give them.
Yes, she have one.
No, that was just...
You never said
one already.
Go ahead, Madam President.
They come up and take pictures, they just take it.
Where the other person
All right, we're coming.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Cricket Hall of Fame, I'd like to present these 4 individuals with a presidential award. They are Pastor Egan Bovell, Amalov, Caswell Swell, and Pauline Davis. And it reads, presented to Pastor Egan Bovell, Award, Caswell Swell, and Pauline Davis for your work as ministers of God, that's for Mr. Bovell, in the North United Methodist Church, and your contributions to the growth and development of the socio-economic well-being of the Greater Hartford community. Signed, Executive Committee, Shirley Matthews, President, Michael Chambers, Executive Director, in the year 2024.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Presidential Award presented to Hamelove for your tireless contribution to the socio-economic development and quality of life for the residents in your community. May God continue to bless you. Signed, Executive Committee, Shirley Matthews, President, Michael Chambers, Executive Director, 2024.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Mr. Swell. Presidential Award presented to Caswell Swell. We thank you for all that you have done to foster the growth and development of cricket in the state of Connecticut and the city of Hartford. We thank you for all that you do to improve the quality of life for the citizens of Hartford. May God continue to bless you. Executive Committee, Shirley Matthews, President, Executive Chairman, Michael Chambers. Mr. Swell.
Shake my hand. Shake my hand. Move the mic.
Get up. Presidential Award presented to Pauline Davis.
Pauline.
We thank you for all that you have done to foster the growth and development of cricket in the state of Connecticut and the city of Hartford. We thank you for all that you do as a board member of the Cricket Hall of Fame. Thanks for helping to improve the quality of life for the citizens of Hartford, Connecticut. May God continue to bless you. Executive Committee, Shirley Matthews, President, Michael Chambers, Executive Director.
Thank you.
Use the podium, man.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you. Executive Director, Mr. Michael Chambers, Mr. Dalton James, Director, Shirley Matthews, President, and all the members of the Cricket Hall of Fame, mayors, dignitary, presidents of different organizations, good evening. Fellow honorees and inductees, my name is Caswell Sewell. I'm the president of the Jamaica Progressive League in Hartford. I have my passy over there, my wife Florence. Could you stand, please? And like the Reverend said, he couldn't pass this night. 5 days ago, my wife and I celebrated 47 years of marriage. And I just want to, as I say, publicly thank her for allowing me to do what I do. I have my vice president with me, Mr. Walker. I have my secretary, Ms. Blair. I have my treasurer, Mr. Kenroy Daly. I have the assistant secretary, Ms. Foster Martin. And I have my life member, Ms. Lydia Brown, with me, okay? Those are the people who came with me. I'd just like to thank the Hall of Fame for this honor, and I hope that I have proven to you that I did what I did for you to give me this, and I hope that I will continue to support cricket, and whenever you need to call upon me, Michael, you know that, and I'll be there for you. God bless you, and thank you. Good night, everyone.
Hello. I just want to thank my family from Florida. Can you stand up? Stand up. Oh, my family from Florida, Arizona, my family, thank you so much for showing up for me. Thanks.
Good evening, everybody. I want to thank the organization, the Cricket Hall of Fame, the first in the world, for this honor. I was very surprised by it, but it uplifted my spirit this year. It has been a year full of much loss in the family and in our community. So I want to thank our distinguished president, Miss Lady Shirley Matthews, and our executive director, Sir Michael Chambers. I also want to thank my gorgeous twin daughters who are here with me from Houston, Sophia and Emmeline. Please get up. I dragged them all the way from Houston. Please stand up, stand up. Thank you. I want to thank everyone here. We joined the Cricket Hall of Fame about 4 years ago during the pandemic, and it's been a pleasure and an honor to be part of the family. I want to thank you for the warm welcome. I want to thank you for the invitation, and I want to thank you for allowing our firm to continue to support the movement and honor the distinguished inductees today. It is truly an honor to stand alongside, to be part of this organization. I thank you. And as our distinguished MC mentioned earlier on, this year is a year that we need to pay special attention and vote and vote and vote for our children, for our community. We need to do so. Many of us are migrants here, first or second generation migrants here. Many of us emigrated here. I did. And I want us to get out and vote well. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
It's very hard for a pastor not to refuse a mic. 2 minutes, I just want to say thank you again to all of you. Thanks to the executive committee, and to Brother Michael Chambers, who is one who is always motivating and encouraging. I also want to acknowledge the North United Methodist family. I see the pastor and a couple of members from North, because it was this church which pushed me from the pew to the pulpit. North United, and while I serve at Bloomfield, and I'm proud to be there, it was North where I got my feet wet. As I said, they pushed me from the pew to the pulpit. To all of you, I am honored to be among this esteemed company, and I pray God's blessing on you. Thank you, and have a blessed night.
We have a special award to Cricket Council USA, Mr. Maq Tv, and it says, the world's first Cricket Hall of Fame take this opportunity to recognize the work CCSA has been doing to develop T20 cricket in the United States of America and Canada. It was as a result of your hard work the T20 World Cup 2024 was staged in the United States. Thank you very much, sir. That's right.
I just wanted to say that. I just stay right here. I'll be remiss if I didn't say that. There's another member that came to support me, Georgia, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry, but I love you, you know that, okay? I just want to say that. Give her a round of applause too. Thanks.
All right. Each year, we give someone a Lifetime Achievement Award, and this year, we're going to ask our dear friend here, Attorney Rudy Cohen, to come forward and introduce our Lifetime Achievement Awardee for tonight.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, all cricket lovers. A few weeks ago, I celebrated my 82nd birthday. I say thanks be to God for that privilege, and also to my wife of 53 years. She is wearing that burst of color. Please give her a big hand. I was only allowed to get out of the house because I would escort her. I also have to say thanks to my bodyguard of 53 years, her young sister, who has bodyguarded me all this time. And my spiritual advisor, Pastor Angela Davidson. Pastor, thanks. That rendition of the national anthem was wonderful. Thank you very much. The Cricket Hall of Fame brings together cricket lovers from all over the world. I've been looking around this hall this year, and I see very few people with whom I played the game. As you know, I was a member of the triumphant World Championship cricket team of 1966. That year we beat England in England for the Wisden Trophy. But before that year, in 1965, Len Chambers and I traveled to England. Len Chambers and I, with Herms Bennett and and Rex Suku. All four of us traveled to England, to Edgbaston in Warwickshire, under the tutelage of Doreen Taylor, to learn, I guess, how to play cricket in England. It worked, Len, it worked. But tonight, I have the pleasure and privilege to help celebrate the induction and Lifetime Achievement Award of a friend of mine who I've known for 50 years. His name is Roy Reed. Roy loves the game as much as anyone I've ever known. Roy Reed and I have traveled to play cricket. We went to the Bahamas, we went to Jamaica, we've played cricket here in the United States. Roy loves the game of cricket. He has devoted his life to the game. He has sponsored events. He's brought famous players to the United States to be honored both in New York and here in Connecticut. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a big hand to a friend of mine and a lover of the game of cricket, Mr. Roy Reed.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to present Mr. Honorable Roy Reed, OD. As President of the Cricket Hall of Fame, I hereby make this presentation to you. It's a lifetime presentation on behalf of the Cricket Hall of Fame. Congratulations, Honorable Roy Reed, OD.
That one too? Okay. All right, Mr. Reed, in recognition of your outstanding contributions to the sustained growth and development of cricket in the United States of America, signed Shirley Matthews, President, and also Michael Chambers, Executive Director, Errol Archer, Executive Director, Cricket Hall of Fame, first in the world, Hartford, Connecticut. And there's more. And we also have a proclamation, whereas Brooklyn serves as a proud and vibrant borough with a local reflection of the world's cultural diversity, and it is time-honored tradition within the United States in the House of Representatives to take a moment to reflect on the many contributions and positive impacts made by members of the larger community. And whereas on behalf of the United States House of Representatives, they salute and acknowledge Roy Reed for his positive, selfless, and boundless contributions that make Brooklyn and our nation the greatest, and they bestow upon you and your family the beloved and the highest honor as a member of the 118th session of Congress. And now, therefore, be it resolved that I, Yvette D. Clark, member of Congress representing the 9th Congressional District of New York, do hereby acknowledge Roy Reed with a great honor and recognition. In witness thereof, I have hereunto set my hand and caused the seal of the United States House of Representatives to be affixed the 5th day of October for Mr. Roy Reed. And there's more. Representative Bobby Gibson in the house. Everyone will receive a citation from Representative Gibson. He will read this one for Roy Smith, and all the rest will say the same. Stay right there. Stay right there. You can put that there. You can put that there. Yeah, and you stay right there with Representative Gibson.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. I bring greetings to you from the state of Connecticut and to my friends. Congratulations to all of the awardees and congratulations to the past awardees. And Mr. Chambers, thank you for the outstanding work you do every year for this. I am State Representative Bobby Gibson, and I hereby read this citation for everyone, and it says as such. The State of Connecticut, General Assembly Official Citation. Be it hereby known to all that the Connecticut House of Representatives hereby offers its sincerest congratulations to all of the awardees in recognition of your lifetime achievements in business and philanthropy, your pioneering efforts in the industry that you are hereby stated to be a part of. This proclamation of Jamaican culture, especially through cricket, have it be known that your impact is worth all of high understandings from Jamaica in creating opportunities for future operations and generations. The entire membership of the House of Representatives extends its sincerest and very best wishes on this memorable occasion and expressions of hope and continued success. Given this 5th day of October 2024, from the state capitol, signed by the Speaker of the House, Matt Ritter, and the Secretary of State, Stephanie Thomas. Congratulations to all the awardees.
Give me this, you take the mic. I'll put this in the mic.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is awesome. Madam President, Director of the Hall of Fame, Mr. Michael Chambers, other members of the Cricket Hall of Fame here in Connecticut. It gives me great pleasure to receive this award from the United States Cricket Hall of Fame. It is indeed a pleasure for me to listen to my good friend beside me of so many years present me to this gorgeous affair that we have in here this evening. And also I'd like to say welcome to all the other individuals who are on the podium who have received their accolades here this evening. Folks, over the years I've been given a lot of awards of various type of things I've done over the years. But I'll tell you, this one is very special. This one, of course, because of my involvement in cricket for so many years, and as my good friend articulated, that the cricket I've been played over the years, I guess he thinks I deserve it wholeheartedly. Amen. Thank you. There's a gentleman over there that played cricket along with me that I have to mention him, and it's Mr. Chambers. Mr. Chambers, may you stand, sir, and give him a very, very good hand for playing for Jamaica and also of the Jamaica Cricket Board of Control. I have some very special people who are here this evening with me, and it would be not in order for me to call every one of them by name because they all come from New York. There's a special one here. I have something against him. I don't know why he's here like this. My brother came all the way from Calgary, Canada, to be here with me. I want to give him a big hand, Mr. Lloyd Reed. I don't know why he tricked me. Then I have my good friends who are here. Of course, Mr. Larry Duffus. My bosom friend, Mr. Merton Owens. My two lovely daughters over there, Kelly, I'm so glad to see you. And my lovely daughter over there, Leslie Ann. My great-grandson, who's going to be a force to reckon with. He's so brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. He's going to be a great, great person in this country. My two great friends, Mr. and Mistress. And listen, they come all the way from New York also. Mr. and Mistress. I can't even call him name because where is he? And I said, oh, he's here. Okay. Yes. And of course, we have two ladies over there who I've known for many years. And at first time, I've seen them for so long. And it's the wife of my good friend. Here she over there, looks so sweet and lovely. Let's give her a round of applause for her. Mrs. Cohen and her beautiful sister, who I haven't seen for a long while. So folks, and the lady in waiting, of course, she's here, and I don't want to call her name yet. I'm going to wait for the last. So, my friend Anthony Fox and your wife, is so happy to see you here. And of course, you come all the way from New York. But I just want to say this, that, you know, cricket has been a game that I've been playing for a very long time. I've played in Connecticut for a very long time. And of course, I made the Connecticut league team when I was playing. Of course, I don't see all those individuals who I played with. Very few, I don't know where they are. But of course, my good friend over there, Leroy Campbell, where is he? Leroy. Leroy and I was a member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. He was a great saxophone player. And to see you here, I'm very thrilled. And of course, I'm very happy that you're here, still alive, and of course, you find it possible to come all the way from Boston to be here. So folks, I don't want to stay too long on the phone, but the fact of the matter is this, I'm grateful to the United States Cricket Hall of Fame for bestowing on me this beautiful, beautiful award that says Lifetime Achievement. And it is a lifetime achievement. I enjoyed it immensely, immensely. And then listen, folks, let's wish the Cricket Hall of Fame all the best as it continue to promote the game of cricket and recognize people from all over the world. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Reed. Thank you so much. Thank you, Rudy, as always. All right, so we're gonna bring up we're going to name all the local inductees. We're going to, as I call your name, you're all going to be standing, and we're going to ask the president of the Hall of Fame to induct you. So, Mr. Lincoln Haricharan, just stand where you are. Mayor Sidney Schulman, Grace Carrington, Mr. Peter Jolly, Mr. Dennis Heath, one more, hold on. What's your name again? Mr. Leon Francis. Sorry about that. Mr. Leon Francis. One, Madam President.
You're going to eventually come out and form a group chat.
No, it's an international.
Which one you want?
This one.
The local.
And Naeem Khalid.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I will do the induction of the local inductees. And the first one I have here is Mr. Lincoln Harry Alicharan. By the power vested in me, Shirley Matthews, President of the first Cricket Hall of Fame in the world, do hereby induct you into the Hall of Fame with all its honors and privileges appertaining. Congratulations, Mr. Lincoln, and may God bless you.
Ladies and gentlemen, by the powers vested in me as the Executive Director of the world's first Cricket Hall of Fame, I now declare that Mayor Sid Sherman, Grace Carrington, Peter Jolly, Dennis Heath, Leon Francis, and Naeem Khalid, you are inducted into the Cricket Hall of Fame with all the honors and privileges hereto appertaining. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. You may be seated.
First name on the plaque already.
Lincoln already got his plaque. Yes, but he speak. Mr. Lincoln, you already received your plaque, so you can come on down and reply.
It's on the stage, it's right in there.
All right, so hold on to the name Grace afterward.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Lincoln Hartran, and I'm truly honored. Can I say? I'm truly honored for this great opportunity. Good evening, fellow inductees to the 2024 Cricket Hall of Fame. I stand before you today filled with immense gratitude. First and foremost, I want to express my deepest thanks to God, the organizing committee, for this opportunity to address this gathering. Also, I'd like to thank Hall of Famer Mr. Max Dyer for his nomination. Thank you, Max. I'm truly honored and humbled by this overwhelming support and enthusiasm, encouragement from my colleagues, my friends and family. It's very special thanks to my beautiful wife, Sharina, who's here with me today, for your continuous support. Also, a special thanks to my relatives from near and far, who is here to celebrate this prestigious occasion. I am truly blessed and honored to be inducted into the Cricket Hall of Fame and also celebrating my 61st birthday. I'm truly honored to be acknowledged as a Cricket Hall of Fame now. With this new milestone, I plan to utilize this cricket platform as an ambassador for the development of cricket locally and internationally. A special thanks to the incredible team that put this organization together to make this evening a success, and my heartfelt thanks to each and everyone who contributed. Thank you all.
Mayor Sidney Schulman, please come forward.
Boy, come on, conference. Give it to him. A Cricket Hall of Fame induction to Mr. Sid Schulman. You've already been inducted by Mr. Chambers, so you go ahead and have your words. I'll put this up there.
Good morning, everybody. It is morning. It's the first moment, the first second of the rest of your life. You can do anything or be anything from this second forward. So, of course, it's the morning of the rest of your life. I feel very honored and privileged to be included in among the very dignified and representative additions to the Hall of Fame today. I congratulate them all. I want to ask a question. How many people here watch baseball on television? Raise your hand. How many watch football? How many watch basketball? How many watch cricket? Yeah. You know, I think that to a large extent, cricket is very underestimated in the United States. I would like to see cricket clubs all over the United States, not just in the East. You know, I have a home on an island in the Caribbean. It's called Puerto Rico. So I consider myself an adopted son of Caribbean culture. I think that I want to know, well, do you realize that cricket is not a new game? Cricket was created over 500 years ago in the United Kingdom. 500 years. How many of these other sports have lasted that long? And also, I ran across this statistic, which blew me away. As many of you watch the various programs and sports and stuff here, do you realize that TV viewers of cricket around the world in the over 100 countries that participate number 1.28 billion. That's billion with a B, not M with a million. 1.28 billion cricket watchers throughout the world. Now just think, they talk about the Olympics being something that brings people together. They talk about the Olympics as being something that brings different cultures together, that tries to make peace and work together. Well, I suggest to you that the game of cricket is larger than the Olympics. You take 1.28 billion people, and there is a great opportunity throughout the world through cricket to bring people together in peace, working together, appreciating each other's cultures, and giving everybody the opportunity to be a brother or a sister. So I want to again thank you very, very much. I greatly appreciate this. I hadn't expected a lot of this, and I will do my best throughout the rest of my life to try to bring cricket throughout the world. Thank you.
Grace Carrington.
Madam Mayor of Windsor, Madam President of the Cricket Hall of Fame, honorary guests and friends. My name is Grace Saunders Carrington. I was born in the Caribbean island of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I spent my early years in a fishing village of Maq, where watching cricket in the park on weekends was recreation for us. I migrated to Trinidad as a teenager and eventually became a teacher. I also played for a cricket club. With my cricket experience, I was moved from the school academic department to the physical education department, where I coached the under 15 boys. Back then, PE teachers were coaches. One day, the school received an invitation to a seminar from the Trinidad and Tobago Cricket Empires Association, inviting anyone interested in learning the laws of cricket. I accepted and attended with an attitude, thinking that I knew it all. But my knew-it-all attitude was short-lived. It became an eye-opening experience with trainers Mr. Clive Cumberbatch and Mr. Gosine, both deceased. May they rest in peace. After passing my prelim exam, I was assigned to the under-15, under-17, and under-19 boys on weekend and other games. I eventually migrated to the United States and umpired in several leagues: the American League, the Brooklyn League, and the Metropolitan League, to name a few. While in New York, I successfully passed the West Indian final written, practical, and oral examination, making me fully certified. When my family moved to Atlanta, Georgia, I was asked to assist with the training, as a regular training officer could not conduct training in 2 states at the same time. I then became the first female trainer and assessor in Georgia. With my training and expertise, the trainees umpires were all successful in the West Indian final written, practical, and oral exam, obtaining 100% passes. It was not an easy task, as men found it problematic having a female in charge. When I felt a bit down, I turned to my colleague, Mr. Hammy Reid, and Mr. Desmond Lewis, who is now deceased, for support and consultation. I finally moved to Hartford, Connecticut, and was the only female umpire there. It was like climbing a greasy pole, but I am still here standing. Some male players find it difficult to accept female umpires, but it is easier to get rid of your weed from your lawn to get rid of us female umpires. We are here to stay. We are here for the long haul. I would like to first thank God for giving me the strength and willpower leading to this achievement, and not forgetting my sister from another mother, Aileen Norton, please stand, who, Aileen, sweetheart, yes, Miss Norton, who shared my feelings and understood how it felt being a female umpire in a previously male-only dominated sport. And to everyone else, too many to mention, thank you for helping me become who I am today in the cricket umpiring world. And last but not least, my #1 fans, my daughters, Donna and Tiffany, who's here, and my mom, who would be asleep, right? My mom will be asleep in the pavilion, but she can tell me everything I did after the game. Thank you all, and thank you, the audience, for attending and listening. God's blessing to you all. Thank you very much.
Mr. Peter Jolly.
Take this right here. You did this.
Sorry.
Hello, Hartford. I said, hello, Hartford. First, let me thank God to make me what I am today. I'm blessed because I got a lovely wife for 24 years who supported me every step of the way to allow me to do what I do for cricket. I want to thank my friends, come from New York, Connecticut, all part of the country. Maq Tv from Pakistan, Jagasa from Trinidad, who have supported me and assist me to do what I do for cricket. I'm going to change the topic a little bit, and I'm going to talk about why are we here? What brought us here? Can anybody answer that question?
Cricket.
Cricket. Cricket, lovely cricket. Cricket is not just a sport. It gets people together in unity, and it keeps the family of this street, young boys and girls, it keeps the husband and the wives together so they can celebrate the best sport in the universe. But we got to take this one step further, and I'm going to set a template for all of us who are here tonight. It's not only the players, but along with the players comes a whole heap of stuff that make cricket what it is and what it's supposed to be. So let's talk about the government. You got to get the government involved to assist us to develop the cricket facilities and to introduce it to the classrooms so that they can allocate money in their budget to help us develop the cricket fields that the youth are going to need, because 2028 Cricket World Cup is right around the corner. So we need coaches, we need teachers, we need supporters, we need umpires, we need supporting staff to make this happen. So it's not just about the game, it's what it takes to make the game successful. I want to give you a little history. In New York, I came to New York in 1972, sorry, 1972. And I've developed, with my friends, with the politician, a lot of cricket facilities in New York. We brought the first West Indies team in New York in 2005. And I said the cricket is going to move on if we work together collectively as a family, as a unit, to take it to the next level. So I left New York and I went to Florida in 2011. And there we have developed 3 cricket fields, exclusively cricket field. No other sport plays there but cricket. And who helped pay for it? The government. So we can use that template and take the cricket to the next level. Cricket is an expensive sport. It takes a lot of dedication. It takes a lot of promotion. It takes a lot of support from the family. So in New York, the mayor called me what? Mr. Cricket. In Florida, they still call me Mr. Cricket. So I'll leave you with this. We need your support. Everyone here, thanks for coming. Without you, this is not possible. I want to congratulate the honoraries and the You know what? My friends, tonight it's a pleasure to meet all you guys and the ladies. And my friends from New York and the rest of the world, thank you very much for being here. And Mr. Chambers, thanks for accepting me in the Cricket Hall of Fame. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Mr. Dennis Heath.
Come on, Ben. Come on, look at it. Get him.
Thank you.
Come on, Dennis.
Good evening to all. I'm Dennis Heath from the Heath clan. Today, October the 5th, 2024, the Cricket Hall of Fame is holding their 43rd induction event. I'm so overwhelmed that I'm included. I have played cricket and been involved with cricket for more than 62 years. But never thought that I may one day be inducted into this prestigious organization, of which some of my heroes like Sir Gary Sobers and Michael Holding has done before me. Today, I'm honored to have been nominated, and more importantly, I am really bowled over that my colleagues recommended me for this inclusion this year. I love and has played cricket since 1962, whilst I was attending Hayes Primary School in Vere Parish of Clarendon. And with the passage of time, I went on and became a qualified umpire. I now have more than 40 years umpiring experience. For more than 30 of those years, I had a weekly round trip, a drive of more than 200 miles to perform my umpiring duties around Los Angeles, San Diego, and other parts of California. I became the secretary of Southern California Cricket Association, Umpires Association, and other duties included writer, editor, and publisher of the association's regular newsletter. I am now a commentator, panelist, and broadcaster on the Cricket Show USA, internet-based station, with guest appearances on other broadcast shows. I am grateful for the recognition by the Cricket Hall of Fame, and it is important for me to say that my involvement and enjoyment of cricket will not end October 5th, 2024, after I am inducted. I am currently writing a concise booklet that will explain the rules of cricket that will benefit the USA school children that are considering cricket for the first time. This will be available by the end of the year through the Cricket Hall of Fame. I have ideas for other books and will definitely continue to give back to cricket after my induction. I am truly honored to be recognized along with more than 180 international cricketers who have previously been inducted into this prestigious Hall of Fame. Sometime in 1960, a visiting cricket team from England, Middlesex Cricket Club, also known as MCC, including the well-recognized English fast bowler Freddie Truman, visited Jamaica for a tour match series. Being the Hayes School cricket team, we were taken to see a game being played locally. I remember that MCC team arrived at the ground about 10 miles from my home. The team came by helicopter, and as kids, my friends and I were excited because we were not accustomed to seeing aircrafts up close. We were impressed when the match started, and fiery Freddie Truman, as he was known, came out to open the bowling. He waited for the crowd to hush, counted out his long run-up, turned, and flipped his curls. He came thundering towards the stump. He roared upwards, and the right arm went up and came down with the familiar whip-like action. The batter, expecting a bouncer, was already in the ducking away defensive pose. Then the hushed crowd stared and searched, but no one saw a cricket ball. Halfway down the pitch, there was Freddie Truman, arms in the air, appealing to the umpire, "How's that for an out?" 10 seconds later, Freddie dug the ball out of his back pocket and waved it to the crowd. The crowd roared with laughter. The result of the game was no longer as important to me as the incident itself. It is a memory that I have lived with all these years, and even now in retirement, I seem to remember it as if it happened yesterday. So, there was my early admiration for Freddie Truman and my inspiration to become an opening bowler. Once again, thank you for the honor. Thank you to the Cricket Hall of Fame Executive Director, Mr. Chambers. Thank you to my family for their support. And thank you to the selection committee. And once again, thank you to Leon Francis, founder of the director of the cricket show. Thank you and good evening.
Mr. Leon Francis.
Go ahead. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Let me thank the Almighty God, for without His grace and guidance, none of this would have been possible. Now I want to establish protocol by recognizing all the other dignitaries in the house tonight. May you all continue to have a most enjoyable evening. Many thanks to Mr. Chambers and the members who have invited me to become a member of this very prestigious organization. I humbly accept it and pledge to support the organization to fulfill its mandate in a land where the first ever international cricket match, test match, was ever played. Ladies and gentlemen, I stand here on tonight accepting this award because I have been offered the opportunity to stand on the shoulders of my predecessors and many contemporaries. My mother, Evelyn Wenham, died when I was 3 years old. And I often think about my uncle Wilfred Williams, my father John Artie Francis, who had his hands full, my adopted mothers Alberta Wallace and Annie Carty, as well as my cousin Oscar Williams. They were all so important in my early development. So too was Mr. Leo Gore, my mentor, one of the greatest cricket minds I've ever known. Stead Roy Sargent, my elder brother. My lifelong friends, Dr. Eugene Francis and Leonard Tim Hector, as well as the great Sir Isaac Vivian Alexander Richards. One of the most unselfish persons that I have ever known. I am indeed indebted to all of them in many ways. And although some of them aren't here with us tonight, I have to repeat the gratitude over and over again so that others may know too. Celebrating with me here tonight are my two lovely daughters, Leslie Francis and Josette Johnson. And she's accompanied by her husband, not Officer John Johnson, but Lieutenant John Johnson, recently appointed. They are the pride and joy of my life. And sadly, my wife Eunice and my son Justin aren't here. They have left us. May their soul rest in peace and rise triumphantly in glory. The story is told of an unimpressive fellow whose love for the game of cricket was more than his playing skills. He only ever made it to the cricket field by chance. His captain put him to field at long leg. He thought by doing so, the young man would be out of the play. He directed the bowlers to bowl the ball fuller, and knowing that the ball was swinging to the offside, that guy would be out of the play. One ball beat the batsman and rocketed into his pad. And the batsman, the field behind the stumps, and the wicketkeeper went up appealing. The young man at backward square leg keep repeating the appeal over and over again. But the umpire at square leg said, "Why are you keep on appealing?" He said to him, "I just want to prove to you that I too am in the game." This exercise here tonight shows that there are lots of individuals who might not have played the game professionally, yet they have an interest in what is going on in cricket. My life before cricket, or before I arrived in Paterson, New Jersey in 1978, was built around sport, and specifically cricket. So it was only natural that upon arrival in New Jersey, I immediately joined up with Lloyd Barrett. I tried to find him, but I don't know where he is at this time. So we formed the St. George's Cricket Club. I became the president and the captain of that organization. And we played cricket mostly in Van Cortlandt Park, Eastside Park in New Jersey, and Poughkeepsie. I bowled a delivery that split a bail in two. To this day, I am at awe because I still don't understand why the laws of physics conspired for that to happen. I moved to Miami in 1981, and although most of my cricket days were gone, I immediately joined up with the radio stations there, and I will provide them with cricket scores, engage in interviews, and provide a link where others could see Caribbean sports at home. I hosted many cricket parties where we watched cricket on VHS tapes and a satellite dish. I was privileged to watch that enthralling game between New Zealand and the West Indies, when they first toured the Caribbean. And what an amazing, sensational encounter that was. I know it seems a bit extreme, but like I said before, I had an interest in cricket. Cricket is a common means of communications that could build bridges and break down barriers. Joining the Florida Caribbean Sports Line in 2002 as a statistician with founder and host of that show, Oliver Solomon, and co-host Everett Carter, allowed me to help others get the rush that they can only experience from cricket. The show continued for 15 years until both Oliver Solomon and Everett Carter became gravely ill. And I moved out of Miami. Though it has been quite a while, we still continue to pray for their recovery. The cricket show, which I founded in 2010, has produced in excess of 1,500 episodes and consumed over 10,000 hours of broadcasting for both local and international audiences over the past 14 years. We have afforded the opportunity to interview numerous guests, including the former fast bowler from Pakistan, Shoaib Akhtar, former CWI President Dave Cameron, Ricky Skerritt, Dr. Kishore Shallow, Dr. Richie Richardson, Sir Ambrose, Sir the late Patrick White, President of the West Indies Umpires Association, just to mention a few. I see myself as a persuader and a shepherd when it comes to cricket. And if I begin to name who all have helped me over the years, it will take me a long time here tonight. But I might just add, I want to thank Mr. Ivor Henry and Mr. Audley Watson, who is in the house tonight. Thank you, Audley. Simon and Irma Bryan, Hall of Famer Jatin Patel. How he finds time to get things done is mind-boggling. And soon to be a Hall of Fame and just being inducted in the Hall of Fame, Mr. Dennis Heath, the indefatigable man behind the wheels. Mr. Linford Mackenzie, though ill, still makes his financial contribution to our organization. Mention must be made of Mertrice Nisbet, Donna Brown, Virgil Francis, Cardinal Mills, Dr. David Maitland, Hyacinth Christian, who calls in weekly from London, England, despite the time difference and nursing an ailing husband. The Vision 2020 radio station over in Nevis, we are grateful for your presence and your support. Connie Whitley, who once hosted a show called Beyond the Boundary, and she has helped immensely with the formation of our organization, which we are grateful and truly blessed. Elimat, the Californian, he also had a show on our platform as well. Many thanks to Elimat. We continue to pray for your recovery. These people have devoted their time, energy, and financial support to help make our show what it is today. They did so without compensation, just for their love of the game, in order to educate, inform, and entertain our listeners about a sport we love so dearly. I want to thank my entire family, some of whom I'd like to mention Fiol Knight, whose rendition of the song "Oh Light Your World" have gained great reviews over the years. Joan Knight, Debbie Francis, Casilla, Antonio, Joan Mayers, Sandria Sargent, Rubel, Sheriff Sargent, and Denfield Matthew. I am grateful for their kindness and undying support.
Wrap it up, thank you.
Also, I am grateful for Pastor Paul Kisner and members of the congregation of the Crawfordville United Methodist Church and members of the Wakala Community Center.
You're going to wrap it up.
Finally, congratulations to all the Fenner honorees tonight and wish them well in their new chapter in their lives. In passing, I wish to appeal to all the members of the Hall of Fame to consider paying an annual membership fee of $25. This is a small price to pay for an organization that has done so much to promote cricket over the years and to help defray the incidental expenses that would be incurred in keeping the new museum. My friend, this is less than 50 cents per week. You will be doing a worthy cause and would be $25 well spent. Finally, my friends, let me salute the Cricket Hall of Fame. Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray! My friends, I do so because I find myself in the illustrious company of others who have an interest in what is going on the cricket field. May God continue to bless the Cricket Hall of Fame. May God bless America, United States of America. I thank you all so very much.
Mr. Naeem Khalid. And just, in the essence of time, just want to remind all the inductees, you have 5 minutes to do your reply. Just 5 minutes.
Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I wasn't prepared to give a speech or speak tonight, but I just want to say a couple of things. First of all, I'm very thankful to Cricket Hall of Fame. This is one of the best programs I've seen, very organized, very organized and very disciplined. And second, I'd like to congratulate all the honorary who are here and cricket lovers. I know you all love cricket, that's why you're here. And a special thanks to Mike Chambers. I even did not know that he is a founder of Cricket Hall of Fame. So I think he deserves a big round of applause. And actually, I'd like to take some names. James Dalton, Mahadev, they're all wonderful people. And because of them, we have this program every year. I'm looking forward to coming here next year. But I just want a special thanks to Mohammad Afzal Qureshi. He is a dynamic person, and he's keeping all the wheels in motion in the United States for cricket.
and all of you who loves cricket. If you don't love cricket, there won't be any cricket. So thank you very much. God bless all of you.
Thank you so much. And then we are going to be inducting the international inductees. And so one of the international inductee is the Honorable Portia Simpson, the past Prime Minister of Jamaica. And representing her tonight is Mr. Aston Archer. Could you stand? You're going to represent her. Then we have Mr. Sudesh Jagasaw. Mr. Please stand. Mr. Ali Akbar. No, stay up there. Mr. Archer, just stay right there. Just stand. Mr. Ali Akbar. Mr. Courtney Daly. And the Executive Director, Mr. Michael Chimney, will you come forward, please, and do the honors? Yeah. Just take this.
Now, before I induct these individuals, a gentleman just walked up to me and handed me a check for $3,000. Mr. Mohammed Qureshi. $3,000. It's always a standing rule here at the Hall of Fame. If you want the mic, you pay some money. It's a standing rule, and we interrupt the program to make sure that we recognize this $3,000. So the mic is yours, sir.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you. Good evening, everybody. Passion of the cricket brought me here for Cricket Hall of Fame 2011. And my name is Mohammed Qureshi, CEO Chairman for Cricket Council USA. Just give you a very short story about cricket, how they become very popular in USA. Cricket, 1999, first time T20 we play in Dania Beach. First time they ever play in the world. So I'm the founder, one of them, for T20. And first cricket stadium, they built 2004, is a Maq Cricket Stadium in Palm Beach. And we also built that first international cricket stadium in Broward County. I'm the founder of those one, Shovel the Ground. So first time the ever stadiums came here, first time the crickets, that's why the honoring came from how the cricket start. Why the T20 started first time, 2008, I did the international tournament. Richard Richardson came from West Indies team, he brought it, and Pakistan for Javed Miadad. And also we have Azharuddin from India and also Canada teams. 4 teams came play first international Maq T20 2008. So we did the foundation thereafter, US Open. So we want to be a cricket just like American one of the sports. It's 2.5 hours game and they can be promoted. I know the cricket been playing so many years and back, never been success in USA. So that format is work perfectly for American dream. Then T10 start 2014 first times and continually promoting T20, US Open, last 16 years. We give them cash prize. Last year we paid $250,000 cash prize the championship. And when I see that World Cup came along on there, we support the World Cups, bringing finally, they seen the cricket has been playing USA. We were so proud. We support them, ICC, to bring the World Cup. And once the cricket came, and my dream come true. I spent 25 years, over $40-some million, our own money to put on the cricket. 34 grounds I built over the years, which is not easy. People put that thing up, time and effort, I put a lot of dollars behind that. It's not hundreds, millions of dollars put on there. I still say, what's the next? I say, look, we have the cricket, basically, when your child comes and you have to give him best of school. After school, you want to make sure you go to college, make sure you get jobs, make sure you get married, and you see the happiness, or he's very successful, you're very happy. So cricket is very successful this year. When the World Cup came in, I breathed it. I said, let's take vacation with the whole family. I went whole month in vacation, entire other world, Tokyo and Honolulu, and also California. Stayed 1 month. There's another leagues come in, invite me. I said, no, I did my jobs. Now let's support everybody to move on the more cricket. Cricket is in America. Cricket is all called one of the American sports. God bless cricket, and I know this Cricket Hall of Fame is jointly arranged with us for Cricket Council USA. Always been supporting. Mike has been supporting us, and he's supporting them, recognizing them. Mike been behind me for so many years. So Mac, why don't you take over the cricket? That's his words. Take over USAcricket. I say, Mike, I can do anything, promoting cricket, spending, but I don't want to involve taking over the cricket in USA, because then you have your ego in there. When you come in and you want to do something is wrong things. If you look at it, whoever involving on the cricket, in American cricket, they came with the bad names thereafter they left, because they're doing favors to people, they're doing this thing, so I don't want to involve those things up. So for mine this today, I was letting know the people out there, I did my jobs, very successful. I'm so happy and so proud. Some people recognize, some people don't recognize. That's for them, but I'm very satisfied and very happy today. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kawashi. Now, anybody else have a $3,000 check? No? Okay. Mr. Bovell, would you please come up and bring your lovely wife? And we are also calling the consulate from Barbados to come on up to the front here. You know, she took the train all the way down and brought us the citation. Mr. Bovell and Mrs. Bovell. Yes, they're going into a prestigious organization, so they have to be patient. Yes, have patience. So we are going to hand you some flowers because we appreciate the fact that you actually took the train down from New York to make the presentation. So to get it back home, yes. So just make sure and ladies and gentlemen, you know, all that Mr. Bovell did, there must have been somebody beside him. No, come over here. You're going to do your own thing, Miss Bovell. Miss Bovell, please stand over here. No, you're not getting into that one. Come this side, no? Go up. No, you come out. That's the picture. You're not in the picture. Bovell, Mr. Bovell, you're not in that picture. Oh, not that picture. No, not in there. Oh, not. All right, and then ladies and gentlemen, for all his hard work, Mr. Bovell will now present Mrs. Bovell. Look, how many years you say you've been doing these things, huh? 4 years, still short 7, but now you're going to make the presentation. No speech, just Andrew. Just hand the flower, don't get in any trouble.
All right. All you do for me, for all the time you spent behind me, and it's fun sometimes. Just want to thank you. I love you.
Ah, that is the sealing of it. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. No more $3,000 checks? Okay. The most honorable Portia Simpson Miller, Sadish Jagasar, did I get it right, sir? All right. Ali Akbar, Abdul Razik, and Courtney Daly. By the powers vested in me as the executive director of the world's first, and you notice the word first, the world's first Cricket Hall of Fame, I now declare that you are inducted, the most honorable Portia Simpson, Sadish Jagasar, Ali Akbar, Abdul Razak, and Courtney Daly. You are now inducted into the Cricket Hall of Fame with all the honors and privileges thereto appertaining. Congratulations, gentlemen. You may be seated. So now we're going to ask Mr. Aston Archer to come down and accept on behalf of the Honorable Portia Simpson.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, I don't look as beautiful as the former Prime Minister Portia Simpson Miller. Now, Portia Simpson Miller was born on December the 12th, 1945, in a very small rural town in St. Catherine, Jamaica. From humble beginnings, she rose through the ranks of the People's National Party in the early 1970s, on the optimism of the people's desire for change in the socio-economic dynamic, and as a parish councillor in 1974. I, as a young man, was fortunate to grow or be raised in an area right by Portia Simpson's constituency, and got a first-hand look at her dynamism, her commitment, her fierceness in defense of the poor and those who she saw as being underprivileged, as being taken advantage of and downtrodden. Mrs. Simpson Miller served 2 terms as Prime Minister of Jamaica. Now, I was thrilled to hear the umpire, the lady umpire that was inducted, speak about women in cricket, because when I grew up, very few women played cricket and there were no female umpires. So it tells me that the game has gone a long way, a tremendous way. And Mrs. Simpson Miller has always been an avid supporter of sports and young people. And it is just fitting that she's been awarded this honor. And I am really elated at being asked to do this. Now, you might also wonder why probably the Hall of Fame is honoring Mrs. Simpson Miller. And those of you who remember the incident back in the mid-2000s with the legendary Chris Gayle, the boss, as he is called, they will remember that he had a big spat with the West Indian Cricket Board of Control because of his criticism of how they communicated and what they did. And Portia Simpson, at the first CARICOM minister in that year when Chris got banned, came out all swinging for Chris Gayle, because many of us who are West Indians realize, and I'm sure all the other cricket people realize that cricket is a very powerful force. If you are from a Commonwealth country, you know that cricket is a very big thing. And she came out swinging at the CARICOM Heads of Government meeting for Chris Gayle to be reinstated into cricket. And we know that Chris Gayle went on to become a fantastic dynamic force in West Indies and world cricket. So to make it short, because I can tell you, Sister P was here, she'll be talking all night long, okay? She'll be talking all night long, but I'm not going to do that. You know, I just want to say to you folks, on behalf of Mrs. Simpson Miller and her family, thank you, thank you, thank you to the Hall of Fame, thank you to everyone, and you all have a very good night. And just before I go, I see everybody running me off the stage, but just before I go, I want to say on behalf of the Kingston College Old Boys Association in Hartford and the Hartford Premier Development League, I send greetings to all the inductees, all the awardees, and as a young man who went to the same school as Michael Holding, I appeal to you to help my school, Kingston College, with equipment, because cricket needs equipment and it's very expensive in the West Indies. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Mr. Sudesh Jagasa.
Okay, Sudesh, do it good, brother. Yeah, brother.
Thank you. Good night all. I want to bring blessings from the Caribbean, the spice island of the Caribbean, Trinidad and Tobago. Let's hear it for Trinidadians in here. Being a member of the Trinidad and Tobago Cricket Board, as well as the Vice Chairman of Marketing, good night all. Master of Ceremonies, Ms. Shirley Matthew, President, members of the Executive, members of the Hall of Fame, fellow inductees, and specially invited guests. It's truly a humbling experience to be in the company of persons who have contributed so significantly to the recognition, growth, and development of the greatest team sport in the world. Though, through your efforts, cricket is now a worldwide team sport played on every continent in almost every country. Former Prime Minister Simpson Miller, who is not here with us, would have agreed to tell you that cricket is the single unifying sport that ties the Caribbean islands together. And cricket is soon becoming the sport that brings all the countries of the world and all peoples of the world together. The IPL is now par with the World Cup. The Premiership and the NBA has such been the popularity of our game. In my small island, Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, cricket is virtually a religion. And through the efforts of the Hall of Fame, I've been able to play my part in spreading this glorious game far and wide beyond the West Indies. I am honored and privileged that the Hall of Fame would recognize my small contribution to this great game. I would like to thank each member of the Hall of Fame for recognizing the contribution that has made by all of the inductees tonight, each one who had made a significant contribution to the sport. I'm confident that I speak on behalf of both past, present, and future inductees when I say that we all continue to work tirelessly to spread this glorious game to every country around the world to ensure that the game of cricket remains that unifying sport that binds all of us together. Special thanks to Mr. Maq Tv, and special thanks to my family for being here. Table 3, know who we are, and all my family back in Trinidad, and the Trinidad players who I share a close relationship with. Good night.
Thank you. Mr. Courtney Daly.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Michael Chambers, Executive Director of the Cricket Hall of Fame, and other directors, ladies and gentlemen, I come to you today humbled by this distinguished honor. First, I must say thanks to my colleague Stuart Pinnock, who sent in an apology as he was left stranded trying to get to come back here to be with us tonight, who nominated me for consideration. It is certainly one of the most meaningful and personal honors I've received, and I'm really proud and flattered to be standing here in front of you today. Like most youngsters growing up in Jamaica, my introduction to cricket was our handmade bats fashioned from available wood and fallen fruits from the orange trees that prevailed in our society. It was here we played our test matches. As my brothers, Duckworth and Peter, were there to help, because we were playing against England, West Indies, and other countries. I glanced at my resume and it showed that cricket was an integral part of my life, starting out on the field of play and moving to the administrative side. I'm grateful for the encouragement of my parents, teachers, coaches, and friends who saw my potential. Thanks to my father, Duckworth Sr., and Duckworth, the hockey player, and Peter, who was always there to help. Thanks to my family and wife, who is here to share in this honor. This support allowed me to accomplish all that I was able to achieve in cricket. Thank you for the Cricket Association for your part in this feat by helping me to be here today. It is indeed a distinct honor to be included among the greats in the Cricket Hall of Fame. Sir Garfield Sobers, Clive Lloyd, the Honorable Michael Holding, Maurice Foster, to name a few who I played with. Cricket was against all odds. It is, I must say, the presence of God who has provided for me in all these avenues. And I want to thank you here tonight who have accepted my honor and pleasure to serve cricket. Thank you again, and good evening.
Thank you, Mr. Ali Akbar.
lady. Thank you, beautiful lady and happy man. There is nothing to say so much, but I should say thanks to Hall of Fame. They chosen me for this award, which all the sports personality in every country dreaming about that. And thanks to my friend Arif, Jamshed and Tariq, which they came from UAE to support me. And good night. Thank you very much.
And now we will have a special presentation from the State Representative of Louisville, Dr. Gibson.
Good evening, everyone. Again, I am Connecticut State Representative Bob Gibson. I represent the state of Connecticut as a state representative and also as Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives. What I'm about to read is something that's difficult, but is with much respect and much heart. And I will ask you to please pay attention. The man who is responsible for this evening and the other evening, Mr. Maq Chambers. And Mr. Chambers, I'm asking you to please come here, please. Suffered a loss. And as his brother, friend, or however you view him, we need to come together and support him. And so, Mr. Chambers, as your brother, in my official capacity as State Representative and Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, I want to give you my sincerest condolences as an elected official on your loss. It's not easy, and we all go through this. I wish I was a preacher so I could say something clever from the Bible. I cannot. But I will say, sir, we love you. We love the work that you've done. It's an honor to be in a position to read this for your loss and your family's loss. Maq Jr. And so, I will say this. The state of Connecticut, General Assembly, and Memorial. Be it hereby known to all that Connecticut House of Representatives extends its sincerest condolences and expressions of sympathy to the whole Chambers family on the passing of Gloria Joyce Chambers, a vibrant force in the lives of her family and all who knew her. She dedicated herself to education, nurturing countless young minds. Her warmth, wit, and unwavering support created a lasting memory and passionate support of sports. She was an enthusiast. She brought joy and laughter to every gathering. Gloria's legacy and love and encouragement will be forever cherished. Introduced by myself, Bob Gibson, State Representative, Deputy Speaker of the 15th District, signed by the State Speaker of the House, Matt Ritter, and the Secretary of State, Stephanie Thomas. Mr. Chambers, I give you from the state of Connecticut my sincerest condolences on your loss. We love you. It doesn't matter how long someone lives. We know it's tough. But I just want to say, from my position, you have supported me as a friend. You lost your mom, and you helped me in my primary election. You have not stopped. You made sure this became one. You made sure this happened for everyone. And you agreed So, as your friend, I want to say from the state of Connecticut, we'll give you condolences. We support you, whatever you need. We love you, we really do. And if we can have, please, stay in your seats, but we can have a moment of silence for Ms. Gloria Chambers. Thank you. Chambers, welcome.
Now we know Bobby is going to win the election, so we don't have to wish him any good luck. He's going to win in November. Bobby Gates.
Thank you. I know each time we say, the ones who lasted, special honor to you, that you sat through this, because sometimes it's like a toothache, you know that? But it's a well-deserved toothache. Sometimes we have some times in our lives when we have to bear with certain circumstances, and tonight was one of those where we use the opportunity not just to honor Michael, but to remember his mom, but also to honor these one deserving individuals. And we do this not because we get any personal benefit, and here we talk about no egos, there's no egos here. We do it because these folks, if we didn't do it, who would have done it for them? No one would have recognized the work of Courtney Daly and Naeem Kelly and all the others. Mayor Schulman, I see him every year, he was always here. So we thank all of you. It's your night, you're now ambassadors, and like you said, even though we might have applauded you in the end, some sarcastically, you said something wonderful at the end. If everyone give a donation to the Hall of Fame, this would be sustainable. And we thank you for your contribution tonight. We thank you for your presence and your indulgence. And we're going to do the last thing, which is a raffle. And then you can all take your pictures and come up and hug the inductees and do your thing. The music is going to play for those who want to indulge. The music will be playing for a while. So Pauline, come on up, or Kim, I see you with Vlad.
Mr. Chairman, David.
All right, thank you, everybody. Take out your tickets. Please stand. You've been sitting down for a long, long time. Please stand. Please stand. My Trinity Foxy boy, we gonna stand up here. Alright, so we're rocking a cricket bat as well. And the winner is David.
We call in all the inductees, past, present, come up and take some pictures, group shots.
Come on, people, take out your raffle ticket. If you buy a raffle ticket, take out your raffle ticket. It's about that time.